Sandra!
I was assigned to disrupt a black market weapons transaction by taking out a payment link. The agency knows about our business.
An accounting firm. It's legal.
Our actual business. Diamonds. I don't have it.
Machidan. He has beaten all of you to the diamonds.
What's your definition of terrorism?
We have reports of running guerrilla camps on the eastern border. We need a covert approach, and you report directly to me.
Only one person has ever tracked Machidan and succeeded, former director of the agency, and I know how to contact him.
It's not a meeting, it's business.
What do you want?
I'll tell you what you want. Your freedom without me hunting you. Give me the diamonds and you walk for good. Did you really think you could fool me and steal the diamonds? Kill them all. What's worse than death?
Is Ali.
Sorry, I don't want to come out in future as disrespectful or anything to what was the right word to use?
Mute people.
Yeah,
people who don't speak.
People who don't speak. But for the small that I saw, Ali is a very mysterious character, man. Like, you know those, we have people who don't really talk, but they like people who are very quiet and they do their own thing. But Ali is actually mute. He doesn't actually talk.
But he can hear.
Yeah, but he can hear. And he works with one of the low-key big men in the country. You know the people in the country who have power enough to make people get lost and find people, you know, and he's like the eyes. Ali was like the eyes of the sheikh, right?
Like the doorbell of the sheikh.
Yeah, he's on the ground. Like, this dude is like, when you meet him, you won't even respect him or think anything much of the character, but he's a deadly person and all eyes. Oh yes, but yeah, it's crazy. And what I love about the character is that it's how he brought the character to life on the set. I remember when we were shooting at Kanda, the moment we got to the set, we were all talking in the car and everything. And then when we got there, the moment they switched, they changed his costume, he was quiet. Like, and you know how most Ghanaian sets are. Like, he was quiet for almost 2 hours. And then he just entered the character, was quiet, like totally quiet. And if you are an actor and you understand characterization, you could tell that the guy was there. So me like this, I didn't like go close to him. And then he moved to his position where he was supposed to, where the scene was going to take the blocking, and he sat on the mat in the sun, and he was just there. It was beautiful. Like, if you've read the story, yeah, it was very beautiful. If you've read the story and you saw what the guy was doing, it's like, then as an actor you'd be like, hey Charlie, what am I going to do? You know? But Ali's character is very impactful because it's like everything that the Sheikh knows or everything that is coming to the Sheikh, or everything that is happening around the Sheikh and in the country and all the organizations, he knows. Because he is the one that information comes to. You, it's like, you can't come to Ali. If you want to go to the father, you have to come through Ali. You know, yeah, and it's Saleh. It was beautiful delivery. Majeed.
Thank you.
Like, yeah, I mean, I'm not even saying this because you were here, but like I learned something from that. You know, mostly I build my characters from the house and it's in my head. So I'm myself on the set until they say, oh, let's go and shoot, then I wear the cap. But this time around, I'm like, okay, you can act like it was, you know, you hear stories about Hollywood actors being in so much character that some of them, even after cast, they are still crying and everything, but like, nah, the guy just brought it in. It was beautiful.
Okay, so who is he?
Who? Zaki or the character he played? See, I could write a whole book about Machidan. You know, the funny thing is that it's very hard to talk about Machidan without spoiling the story, but I'm going to try. Machidan is like this godly character where at the mention of his name, you know, it's like when we were kids, when you hear Atai, you're like, oh shit. When you hear Kombian, you're like, oh shit. You know, Machidan, his name alone carries that kind of fear. So even his opponents, when they hear that, oh, Machidan is around, everybody's going to be alert. You know, so that is Machidan for one. And him, Zaki playing Machidan, oh my God. I wish I had flowers here, I could give him the flowers. No, like, for real, it's not because he's here and it's not because I'm trying to reciprocate what he said about me. But this guy was able to, like, I posted this on Twitter and it's like, oh, I shouldn't say it, but it's almost like he sold his soul for the character.
Yeah.
Because at some point, when we were watching the whole scene happen, like, you know, when you're filmmakers and everything is going on, you're like, okay, yeah, it's normal, we are filming, right? But when it goes to most of it, especially like the last scene, and everybody was just, the whole room was dead silent. And this guy was in his element, you know, whatever that's going to happen to him that I'm not going to say to the camera was happening to him, and everybody was just like mute. It was as if we were watching the movie, but we were just like part of the cast. We read the script, we read everything, but we didn't expect him to carry it to that level, you know. And if you see even some of just mere pictures that people took on their phones and all, they were like, oh shit, who is this person, you know? So Machidan is like the god of the movie. Yeah.
But
You've spoken about how both of you have been getting into character or something like that. So individually, do you like have some ritual or something that you do before you get into character?
yeah.
Happy.
So first thing when I get a script, even if it's my scenes are, I don't believe in, oh, hey, one scene paired to let me just read my part. Nah. So when I get a script, I first read the whole thing as a story. I don't put myself anywhere. I don't put anybody anywhere. I just read the story like I'm reading a book so that I understand what everything is going on. Then I read about everybody that my path will cross with in the story, you know. So if I list them down, then I read them personally, trying to like quick backgrounds for them and everything.
Oh, okay.
Then when I understand the story and I understand them, then I try understanding my story, because my part takes time. My part is what takes most time. So I try understand my side of the story, get into it, know the background. If possible, I'll call the director, yo, why this, why that, why that. When I know everything, now I master the lines. If I master the lines, then what I do mostly is dawn. Like most of the time, I rehearse at dawn when everybody's asleep. I just do barefoot. That's my ritual. I read my script barefoot. I come out of my room on the and my hood is such that the road ends, so you can just walk up and down. So I'll just be in my shorts or sometimes just a singlet and a short.
That's wild.
Then and I'll be holding my phone and I'll be on my headset and I record myself. So when I record the lines, then I play.
Do?
Yeah.
I hate the sound of my voice.
Yeah, so I record my voice. I realized early that I am a very big guy, but my voice kind of sounds very small when it's on camera. So I started training my voice. So I record my lines, then I play it. That's how I get into character because it's easy. My memory is with, how do I say it? I remember things from how I did it.
Okay.
So I just do that up and down, and when I'm done with the script, that's it. If I come to the set, I am not that, like that's what I'm saying, that like Ali, he entered this character on the set, and you could tell that, oh, this is Ali. You couldn't see Majeed. If you know the story, you could see Ali.
Yeah.
I can be on the set, and 1 minute we are talking about banana, and everybody's laughing, and then when they say action, so like I really envy that. I think I would try to learn it if it's possible. I will actually try to, because I love, not that I want people to, because he didn't. You could tell that the guy didn't care whether people are looking at him or not. He was just, this is Ali, you know. But yeah, for me it's that I learn my script with. I like to connect with nature like that. So that's how I do mine, on the streets alone all the time.
That's why I've never thought about that. Yeah. But personally, I'm big on meditation. I mean, we've spoken about this, and I just like, I'm a very talkative person. You know, like I talk a lot. So playing Ali was like my hardest because I had to shut up. You know, because I had to shut up. You know, and even if I had to talk, it has to be like sign language, which I had to go and learn for my lines. You know, so my ritual is that, like right now, I think it's like an ADHD thing, so I kind of find it hard to like read off my phone. So right now I just project it on my television, big screen. I'll read it, and sometimes I just put on my headsets, and then I let the computer read it for me. You know, and that is, I read like about 2-3 times, you know, mostly just as what he said, just to understand the story, and then later on read my part and say, okay, so what does the person, who is Ali, where is he from, you know, why is he mute, what happened, you know, and then when I get on set, I try as much as I can to have like a doorway where I could just walk into and be Ali and be my character. You know, so if I get on set, I do know that, okay, as soon as I put on the costume, even if you're not filming, for that moment, as soon as I have the costume on, I want to be my character. When you're coming to talk to me, if my name is Ali, call me Ali, say, hey Ali, can we shift here? You know, yeah, cool, let's do that. You know, so when I got on set, especially for my principal photography, as soon as I put on my costume, I was like, okay, welcome, Ali, welcome to the world. Ali. You know, and I sat there, I think it was very sunny, and I had this like broken umbrella. It was, because the thing is that it just fit in so well. You know, the environment, it fit in for Ali. The costume, the props, everything fit in for Ali. So Majeed wouldn't do that, definitely not. You know, there is no way you find me lying on a mat in the sun, selling, you know. No, I wouldn't do that. Majeed is someone who loves comfort.
Yeah, it'd be true because at a breed, even me that I'm not the type that you will see me, the character. But even at the point at the breed, it started becoming like that. Because the moment I wear it, because I couldn't afford to joke. Yeah. You know, I couldn't afford to joke because it was becoming intense, the fight scenes, and imagine me holding somebody like Oscar Provençal, Beverly Afaglo, Brian Angels, Cecilia Nobania, Alphonse them hostage.
You cannot joke.
You know, so it's like, yo, these people are in their leagues, man. Like, this is their territory. They have experience. I can't afford to joke. Yeah. So yeah, I think most of us.
That is where you.
That's when I started like, nah, it has to switch. Like now, when you put on the costume, you have to stay in Machidan because you can't.
Yeah, no, especially for your character like this, you know, as soon as he put on the costume, you just realize that okay, this is
Machidan is back.
you know.
Yeah.
So I understood it. When he put on his costume, I don't talk to him.
So how was the whole training process like?
I beg this one start.
No, you start.
No, bro. Let me check if I still have the bruise. So do you guys see? Is it dark? Is that? Do you see like mark? Is this showing?
Yeah.
So that was this was from the last scene. The last scene, I think it's in the trailer, where the shooting scene where like everybody's like ga, 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 ga. I was cuffed, my hands and my legs, and I was in a van, this 207 van, and Jeffrey Norte was supposed to get me down from the van, and I think he got called or something happened, and then I tripped. And the back of the van is like a bit long. So instead of landing on my face, I protected myself and I landed on my elbow.
You fell out of the van?
Yeah, and I landed on my elbow.
No.
But that's for another day. So, like I said, I was supposed to be on a film, Terminus. They cast me for the film, and when it was time to shoot, they shot one scene of mine, and then I realized later that they said they were taking my scenes out because it wasn't adding up or something. So Abu was like, dude, keep your hair. I have a film coming again and we are gonna work. I'm like, cool. 8 months passed, Chairman hit me up. Oh well. Then I got a call and said, there's this stunt coordinator called Lord. Start going to his house and he's gonna start
shout out to Lord.
Bad man Lord. Stunt Mwajinkwa, like he has been a very big part, like if not the biggest part. He actually is the biggest part of my action, the action side of my acting. He has been, and I remember the first time I met the guy, very humble guy, cool, humble. Started going to his house, bro. First day I reached there, Charlie, start booting the mango tree. Kick the mango tree. Chema, what do you mean kick the mango tree? But you see, in words it sounds scary, but I mean, like, yeah, there is the physical pain and everything, but 6 months of training. I had 6 months of training because I trained for Terminus. They made me train for Terminus and it didn't happen before agency. So when we started the agency training, I had already had like.
So you had a pre-training
before us.
We did, I think, 3 months, 4 months, I don't know.
3 months.
Of training, and we're training at Labadi Beach. So at dawn,
we go there.
Have to wake up, go to Labadi Beach, train. First, they just took us through drills.
Yeah.
And as I said, look, I became an actor because I kind of wanted an easy way out. Military, I said no, but here I was on my elbows, you know, like training as if I'm a first year student.
Crawling, like, I mean, it's in the sun, but you know the beach suns are very sharp. So we crawl in, we punching each other, we blocking, we were learning attack and block. They taught us how to hold guns, how to walk with guns, how to move with knives, how to kick.
And those who had like fight scenes, we
choreographed and everything.
Oh, it was intense.
And for me, like I keep saying that I don't know how Cecilia Anoban feels fighting with Alphonse, because Alphonse has a very tough skin. Like Alphonse is a very tough skin guy. But Manaf, I had everybody in the film, the action were like moderate, but with Manaf, it was intense. Like it was the last. I think it was okay.
Yeah, that's almost like the last thing.
And it's crazy. Manaf has a very tough skin, and he's physically strong. I mean, I boast that I'm strong, but like Manaf is physically very tough. So I remember when we were done with the scenes, I started crying, and before I realized it, like Manaf too is crying. Yeah, and it wasn't because like we were being babies or nothing, but it was just I felt like I wanted to be an actor, but I feel like I bit more than I could chew, you know? Because, my hands were bruised, and Abu didn't care. Like, Abu wanted what he wanted, and like action, like, bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, no, that training was intense. This is like my first, although this is like my first action project, but this is like my first project that I really sweat for the character.
Yeah,
and
I think we can say that for every single person
intensive
on the
training.
film.
This is not like 2x4, 8.
No, no, we were tactically trained, not even a joke. Yeah. And like, I mean, the film will say it for itself. The viewers will come and see, it's like, yo, we put in the work. That is why when I'm telling people that this is the biggest action movie to come out of Ghana, I have the confidence because I know what we did put there, you know?
A lot of people ended up taking a lot of painkillers.
Yep.
What would you say was the most challenging scene that you did?
There was this scene where my character had to fall. And as I said, Majeed loves his body.
The body makes us the actor, bro.
Where my character had to fall, like really fall. You know, and I was like, you know, I know the thing when actors do like, is the camera really on me? You know, so that's,
I said I'll fake the falling.
I'll fake the falling.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I had to fall and fall again because we took like several takes.
Shots.
I was like, man, after this, I'm done. I'm not doing action again.
Yeah. I mean, I used to think that, like I said, I used to think that fighting with my knife was the toughest. But I realized that, nah, it's not. Because I had the training. You know, that's the point. I had the training. The whole thing was choreographed. So I knew what I was doing. It's just that the pain, it's like, yo, my hands are bruised and his hands are bruised and we still need to block, attack.
Yeah.
But me, my most challenging scene it's in the trailer where I talked to a lady and said, what do you want? Then he said, I'll tell you what you want. That octagon scene.
Yeah.
When we got there, they told me that I was going to smoke cigar. So they brought a whole pack. It was like 6 in it. Then I was like, director, what's up? I said, cool. Like, Charlie, to get in character, can I take one and start? Oh, why not? Then I take one, big man, I light the thing up. I leave everybody doing their own because they were setting up. And the octagon is very big. The upside is very big and spacious and there is so much air. So I just walked to the end, just looking at that car and just smoking. And just being in character, just being Machidan. Before I know the first one is done. And I came back, I watch out. Nobody's watching. Then I took another one and I went. Little did I know that, like, I had never had tobacco. Like, I've had some, but it wasn't in that quantity, you know? So I took the second one, and then when I was like, oh, Zaki, why are you, we are shooting. Then that's why I always make sure that I know my lines. Even if I'm playing the lead and I have all the lines, I know all before I go to the set. Because action, the lady walks to me and all I'm hearing is whoa, 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 whoa.
The guy was high.
I was just hearing the lady in slow motion, like whoa, whoa. And I'm just looking, I'm like, God, what is, Then when she's done, the moment she keeps, because I know the line, so when she keeps quiet, I'm like, what you want? And the director was like, bro, that thing way, like, yo, thank you, man, like, you really killed it. I'm like, dude.
They didn't know.
Only a few people knew. Only Majeed and Zach and Elam, I think a few people knew. No, I was so high, like, tobacco got me. I was like, everybody's talking, I'm just hearing, that was my most challenging scene.
And what helped is that you had shades on.
Yep, I had shades on, so. But like, that was the most challenging because I was scared, you know. I wasn't even supposed to play Machidan.
Yeah, I don't know if we should reveal this so that it wouldn't spoil the story, but he wasn't the original Machidan.
Yeah, I've been given permission. So.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't Machidan. I was playing Gambo, who was like too icy to Machidan, which now was played by Eti Beidi. Yeah. So the day that we were supposed to shoot the film, the day we were supposed to shoot Machidan, our Machidan had an emergency and he went to Kumasi. So when we called him, he was like, oh, I'm on my way to Kumasi. Director is heated. I'm in the room with him. He's like, what can I do? Zaki, give me an idea. I'm like, well, so I don't know. Right now, who are we going to? Then he looked at me like, can you play Machidan? And I've read the story and I know the cast. Yo, the agency movie is packed with not just celebrities, actors who have experience. Like, bro, like Oscar Provençal. So when he said, I'm like, he said, go and call Kruske. I called Kruske. Kruske came like.
That's the makeup guy, by the way.
Yeah. Yo, amazing guy. Kruske. Shout out. Bad man.
Shout out.
So I brought the guy and he's like, can Zaki play Machidan? And Kruske is like, yeah. I said, go and dye his hair. And that was it. So Machidan character, I had like 3 hours to start learning the script. To master this, like to master the lines, yeah. Just 3 hours.
And I think that's the best that could have
happen.
I mean, I don't know who was going to play the original Machidan, but I doubt if he was going to give himself for the character like the way he did.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like this, we started training with this guy at Gambo, and all of a sudden this guy comes
Then
out.
on set, everybody.
Because a lot of us didn't know that you were Machidan.
Yeah,
You know, we didn't know there was a
It was
switch,
on the set.
You know, and all of a sudden this guy comes out with like a
My
scar
hair,
on
my
the face.
my hair
We're
is
like,
dyed, my
yo,
beard
this
is
is not
dyed.
like-
Everybody was
this-
like,
this is not
"What is
Gambo."
happening?" Like, okay.
Okay, talking about that, costume and makeup, how did it help you in it?
I mean, I already mentioned that it helped me a lot. I don't have beard, but I had beard on. You know, my hair was out. The costume was like totally different, like a Taliban kind of costume. So having all of these things, just I had no excuse not to surrender myself to Ali. You know, because everything was in place. When I say everything was in place. Makeup, costume, props. It was just left with me. And there was no way I could have failed Ali. So it really, really helped me personally.
What mostly I do is that I learned a very long time ago that when you feel the thing in your head, it shows on your face.
Right.
So whatever people were seeing on my face, it was what I was feeling in my head. But then with the scar, you could see that this is bad. But with the scar and then my costume, they gave me this big diamond chains. And I mean long sleeves, you know, I mean suits and stuff. So it's like, this guy is bad. Like, I look like a drug lord from some of these Colombian movies. And then I have scar on my face and I have locks which most people perceive to be
bad.
So it's like everything about the guy was bad. So I didn't even have to talk. There were scenes where I didn't say anything, but even when I watched it on the bench, I'm like, oh, you know, the costume did. The costume and the makeup guys, they did amazing. Favor Okokun, Manav DF, Kuske, Ralph, and Tina, like 5 guys. They did amazing because Charlie. The costume really helped. It really played a bigger part in the thing.
And also, let me just add that the guns we were using were not like rubber guns.
No. We were actually, I mean, they were not original guns, but they were guns that could fire.
It's heavy. So it helps you get in character.
Yeah.
You know, unlike most of our movies, someone just hold a pistol and it's like...
Because it's not heavy, so you can tell that they are. But our gun, I think we even had original pistols, but like just say the bullet part were like.
We even had an accident once where one of the actors shot. They were like some rubber.
Yeah, some of the guns had rubber bullets.
There. So he shot. I think it hit someone or it hit something else. You know,
and then
it could really hurt you.
Yeah, they took the gun and replaced it with something different.
It could really hurt you. So these were the kind of. All of these things help us get in character when you're holding that kind of thing. You know, like it's just like, oh yes.
Yeah, because the gun is heavy. So when I raise it to your face, I'm not going to do this. You know, like because, and then you see that's where Lord comes in. Lord made us research because you know when you fire a 9mm, the bullet comes out from the side. So and it's hot. So if you're shooting somebody and you hold the gun like this and you go poof 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 poof, you're burning your face. So it's not real. You can't just be holding a gun and just be saying poof poof. It doesn't work like that. But now the gun is heavy. So, I mean, even if you are turning it like this, people can tell that you are holding a real thing. Costume and props, amazing.
Shout out to all.
Amazing.
So, how was it like working with Idris?
You can't tell us what to do.
You can't tell us what to do. Yo.
Abu is a daring guy. Abu he's by far, I mean, because he's the one who has done the biggest action movie that I've been on. Right. I would say he's by far the most daring director that I've worked with. Like daring in terms of action. Like, because he pushed me to my limits, man. And he's not the type that there is a gun phrase that's in info. He's not going to stop the production, or he's not going to stop because there is a fight, there is a complaint. He had a picture, and the picture was the most important thing. Like, I mean, it's a production. Everything didn't go smoothly. We didn't. Right, of course. We didn't. Like, I was mad at him sometimes. We had a lot of headaches. I voiced out certain times. Like, I chewed tantrums. Like, because we were in a brief for like almost a month plus. We were tired. we were exhausted and like tempest flare and stuff. But like I said, he's a very daring guy, and he doesn't care. It's not like he doesn't care, but like he's not gonna stop. Yeah. This is my picture. We are painting it, or nobody's leaving. End of story.
Yeah. Abu is like, he's like one of the toughest directors I've ever worked with, and I think for all of us, you know, most of us, one of like
the toughest.
Tough. I'm not gonna lie. He's tough to work with, but he knows his job. He knows his craft. Mm-hmm. He knows what he wants to. Just like what Zaki said, he knows what he's gonna get. You know,
he's not compromising, Charlie.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Like when we are shooting, there could be like a bomb going on. Like there's like a chaos going on in the next junction. I was like, yo, let's shoot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you'll be scared for your life, but they are throwing bombs. So like, yo, let's shoot. You know, so it's like it's tough, but it's also like one of the most like amazing directors because he's able to get his picture, get his actors. You know. It's just like how he's able to weave everything together to bring out the movie. He's gonna do it. Yeah, you
get mad about something that happened on the set.
Yeah.
And then he comes and he tells, like when you're complaining so bad, he comes and tell you, you know your character. Like whilst you are complaining about, let's say food or drinks or like break time or something, he come, you know, your character, I think you should add this. Yeah, I won't lie. Charlie, Abu is tough. Like Charlie, it's hard. It's hard to work with Abu. If you are the type that like if you are the type that like the moment something doesn't go well or somebody treats you in a certain way, you know, you are giving up, you can't work with him.
Yeah.
You can't. Like, cause Charlie, he go knock you like gold.
Yeah, he'll bring out the best in you, honestly. But in a tough way.
But in all, I loved his direction.
Oh yeah,
I did. He painted the picture of the guy that he's looking for in my.
Shout out to Cine
God,
the God of cinema.
Yes, he painted a picture in my head from the start, and he made sure that I delivered. Right. He didn't care. He like I'm saying, I saw other people get hurt on the set, and they were sent home, they were given TNT, they were checked up on, and then I fall on my elbow, and my elbow is swollen, and I'm in cuffs. We can't even find the key, and Abu comes like, dude, we can stop if you want, we can't stop if you want. Then he put the if you want us in. So are you going to make us stop because you are hurt? Like, you know, like. Yeah. But yeah, in general, man, Abu is a good director. Like he's a very good director. If he tells you that this is what he wants, believe it.
We're gonna get it. Yeah.
We will get it no matter what.
Yeah.
So last one, of all the characters that you experience on set and everything, who do you think embodied this very well?
I would go for Machidan.
Why? You make it look like because we are on the set, means I'm also saying your own. What is that?
It's either Machidan or Sheikh.
Yeah, let us choose two. Because I'm definitely going to say Ali. Because, I mean...
It's either Machidan or
Sheikh. Yeah, Manav did.
Manav is a fantastic actor.
Amazing thespian, Charlie.
Manav...
I feel like when I call him thespian, it sounds more like...
No, but he is a thespian. He trained for it. No, theater. Manav is like one of the actors that I've worked with, and I just look at him and I'm like, you know, like he does it effortlessly.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And when Machidan came on, I was just like, oh my God. Like, if anybody else had played Machidan, it was going to be a fail.
Manav, there was this scene where we were supposed to fall from a table onto a chair and then the floor. And then they were thinking about how to come and put a mattress on the ground and everything. And he's like, bro, if we move and we all hit the table with the chair with our this side of our elbow, when we fall on the ground with our other this side of the arm, it's not going to be painful. You ready? Like, yeah, director, let's do the time no day. Action, boom, 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 boom. We're on the floor. Like, bro, you okay? I'm like, I'm hurt. I say, yeah, me too, but what could you Like, he's inspirational. And what I loved about him is that he has experience. You know, like, we are all in the industry, but the guy has been on more projects than I have. He's been in tougher acting situations. So I was just learning. You know, that I think acting is something that one thing that you just learn. So I was just learning from the guy and trying to be myself at the same time. I wasn't trying to copy the guy, but I was still learning because you could learn when you are working with him. But like my favorite character was Ali.
Oh, thank you.
It's just how the guy embodied it, you know. So Ali and Eddie Akwete, there's this actor from Kumasi called Eddie Akwete. He was part of my team.
Yeah.
The whole time, the guy literally didn't even say a word.
Yeah. He doesn't have a line in the movie, but when you watch it, he's gonna catch your eye.
and when they were costuming him, he added things to his own character.
Yeah.
And if you see the picture, like there were points where I saw the picture and I'm like, bro, you are trying to take Machidan shine or what? Like now you are becoming more scarier than Machidan, you know? But like it's just how Majeed, like I said, on the set, it's just the way he switches, you know?
Thank you.
Like I'm the, hey, what's up, Charlie? Banana, hey, action, let's go and shoot.
Yeah.
But it's just how for 2-3 hours straight, the guy was able to stay like that. You know, there's something beautiful about it. Like the guy just stayed like that throughout. And after that, subsequent production that I did, I started doing that. And I realized that it was working. Yeah, because most of the sets, like the moment I go there, they're calling me by the character name. Because I come to the set and I'm like, I am like that. And it's not, I wouldn't say it was as perfect as his was, but I feel like I'm getting there. Because I think he's trained for it. Now, I just saw it somewhere and I'm like, okay, I like this, you know. And yeah, it's just...
No, but Machidan,
did
man,
amazing,
like,
bro.
for real, Machidan.
You did amazing. I think people are going to love the film. I just hope. I know people will love it. I'm just adding hoping.
This is not a thing about hope. Everybody who loves action movies is going to. The thing is that the agency is going to make you cry.
Get
it's going
mad.
to make you laugh. It's going to make you get mad.
Yeah.
It's going to make you go like, yes, you know.
Yeah, you know somebody. You know when somebody's been like a pain in their back, and then like a stranger, Game of Thrones when Joffrey died, I was like, yes, finally. Somebody killed this kid. Like, you know, you will get that in the film. And Charlie.
No, the agency is going to.
It is my biggest part yet as an actor. And I love the experience and every part of it. And I just hope that everybody that works on it gets a higher opportunity, you know.
And thank you too for having
You don't want my name.
Lives. Thank you.
You don't want my name. Oh, yes. Yes.